As far as the details that has come out now, this boat that included 44 passengers, of whom 13 were Egyptians, mainly crew, and 30 others, mostly tourists from different nationalities, British, American, Polish, Belgium, Swiss, Chinese, Slovak, Spanish, and Irish. As usually happens, pardon me, in the Red Sea, it has one of the most beautiful corals in the world, and it's known as one of the most, top diving locations for tourists. And this boat was probably around a 6-day trip deep into the sea, around 75 kilometers off the coast. This is a common use here in the Red Sea that people go on such trips for a long time. However, the weather conditions were tough, and the waves could come as high as 6 meters, according to reports. And according to the witnesses who were saved from the boat, 16 are still missing. 20 others has been saved at this moment. And according to those witnesses, a high wave hit the boat, which made the boat capsizing in the middle of the sea. And at that moment, many of the passengers and crew members were inside their huts in the boats. And as you can see on the footage, this was a huge boat of 35 meters long. So, yeah, imagine yourself being in your room inside this boat. Then, yeah, when it capsized, there's not much chance of getting out alive, and that is probably have been the issue of those people still missing, because the people that have been saved are in good conditions. Beside a few scratches, they seem happy and good, and none of them have been referred to a hospital.
Oh, goodness me. Well, 16 people still missing. I mean, this is an ongoing situation, and we very much hope all of those people are recovered. And this is a human tragedy. It will also strike another blow to Egypt's economy, which is in a terrible state, because Egypt is working really hard to bring back tourists, isn't it?
Egypt is working very hard to bring back tourists indeed. There was a lot of turmoil in the Middle East after the so-called Arab Spring. Then there was COVID, which gave tourism a big blow. So tourism is starting to increase again. In the first 6 months of this year, over 7 million tourists, which is a record, came to Egypt because, as we all know, Egypt has the pyramids. They have many resorts in the Red Sea, in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada. So tourists would eventually come back. And this is an important part of the economy. It's a big, one of the main incomes of foreign currency to Egypt. It employs millions of Egyptians who are working in the resorts in the Red Sea, in Cairo, and in other cities for tourism. And especially since, after the 7th of October, with all the turmoil in the Middle East, Egypt is not that much of an attractive location for tourists. And especially when the Houthis started to target ships that were crossing through the Red Suez Canal, that had been devastating for the Egyptian economy. And according to the Egyptian government, they lost 60% of the revenue of the tolls they would usually get
From the
from
Suez
ships
Canal.
crossing the Suez Canal. Yes, so that has been a big blow to the Minister of Finance and to all of Egypt. Because there's a huge lack of foreign currency at this moment because of that.
Yeah,